The new BC Parks booking system went live today. If you go online, you'll see a fair bit of anger and frustration about the system. My name's Eric. I'm with Campnab. I'm going to try to just speak to what's going on here in BC. This is our second vlog episode. Let's get started. It's very easy to get emotional about stories in the media, and I'm going to try to avoid doing that. I'm going to try to be as accurate, as clear, and as rational as I can possibly be. I also really hope it's beneficial to you in terms of giving some shape to what's going on. Before I do that though, let me say that I have a great deal of respect for journalists. So last night I'm watching a movie with my son. The phone rings, it's my mom and my dad, and they ask us to tune into Global because there's a segment about the new BC Parks system. I turn it on and Global's reporter Camille Caramali is not speaking directly about Campnab, but he certainly has images of our website there. Let me get the quote so I don't screw this up. He references products like ours as digital scalpers and explains that we allow people to pay to jump the queue. Even a cursory check of our website would tell you that that is absolutely not what we do. All our service does is look for when people cancel campsites. In fact, a lot of parks even have this built right into their booking system. I reached out to Camille, I reached out to Global, and I pointed out this inaccuracy because it does paint us as bad actors. I've heard nothing back from Global, nothing back from Camille. Quick update, I was just about to wrap this video when I received a DM from Camille. He noted to me that he had spoken with 4 different parties about the new BC Park system, and they were the ones who brought up this notion of digital scalping. He explained to me, slightly paraphrased, they called it digital scalping, and it allows those who use the service to get an advantage over those who don't, comparing it to jumping a queue. So I'm grateful to Camille for getting back to me. I'm still a bit kind of disappointed in this though, because digital scalping and having a system notify you of something are just 2 vastly different things. And again, to our knowledge, there is no system out there that allows you to jump the queue. It's just unfortunate to have stories out there that perpetuate this myth. These digital ticket scalpers, I get questions about this every day. I don't know where the digital ticket scalpers are. I often talk to campers who feel so frustrated thinking that some technology is stripping away their chance to go and camp. And I gotta work them back and say, listen, there's a lot of demand for camping, but if you stay practical, you can totally go. There's no one just grabbing all of the campsites and hoarding them. Okay, the second part of this. What actually has happened with the BC Parks website, the booking system specifically? I'm not a representative of BC Parks in any way, shape, or form. I simply participate in running a service that looks for availabilities in areas like BC. I guess I can kind of try to interpret what's been going on here. First of all, a lot of people are talking about this new system as though this was created from the ground up. This is not the case. BC Parks has embarked on a process, and I think a really good process. If you look through the documentation that's on the website, what they're aspiring to do with this new system, I think some really great things are happening in our province. But let's be clear, building a booking system is no small task. Like, people ask me about this all the time. Why don't you guys build one? You've already built Campnab. Build a booking system too. It's not a small thing. BC Parks has changed vendors. If you used Discover Camping last year, you were using an underlying booking system called US eDirect. This year, BC Parks has gone to a different vendor called Camus. Camus is based out of Ontario. They build an excellent booking system, and you can see the same booking system in use in Ontario, Nova Scotia, Michigan, I believe, Washington State. Camus is used in a lot of different places. So when people say things like, well, we'll see if they get the kinks worked out, it's a bit of a strange thing because this is a tested and functional booking system. For the most part, this booking system is going to work really well for campers in BC. Quick interjection. I realized that I missed something when I first recorded this because I talk almost entirely about the new booking system. And that's because I know that's the part you're most interested in. What this doesn't speak to is all the works that BC Parks has done on the new bcparks.ca. Like, check out the old version and take a look at the beta. Clearly, a lot of new work has been done here. Let's get back to it. This isn't all that BC Parks is doing. They're also engaging people in ongoing discussions about how to change the way that they deliver these services. If you're interested in this, follow the link below to the BC Parks website's beta area, and you can get some more information on what they're doing. It kind of looks like they want to take on more of an open data approach, like we see with recreation.gov in the United States. And if they do that, that would be awesome for everyone, because there are all kinds of wonderful things that can happen if that data gets opened up, and you can have third parties start to look at different ways to access that public data and make it usable for people like you and me. Another thing that BC Parks has done is they've shortened the booking window. This year they've reduced that to 2 months, and this is a really great idea. What it allows them to do is start to distribute when people are booking their campsites, and it also means that there's a higher probability of you using that booking because the date isn't way into the future. Additionally, the new BC Parks site uses Queueit. Queueit is a really great solution for these times when a ton of people are hitting a website all trying to do the same thing. Queueit basically gives you a number in the queue and you wait your turn. Your number is somewhat more random. It's actually kind of an equalizing sort of thing. It's not like you can just sit there and click that button furiously and be the first one through. It also means that you can't be on the website 6 hours in advance and be ahead of everyone. It means that everyone who arrives around 7 a.m. is going to have a reasonable shot of booking a campsite. Think about it this way. Let's say the Stones are coming to town and there are only 60 tickets available. How do you make that fair? How do you get 60 tickets to the right people? That's really challenging. You might say, well, the Stones would never play to 60 people, and that's probably accurate. Porto Cove, which is one of the more popular parks in the province, has 60 campsites the last time I checked. There's never going to be a way where everybody gets to camp at Porto Cove. Saying to people, listen, we're going to try to make this as fair as we can, and there's an element of chance, is actually a very reasonable solution. Another thing with this Queueit thing that's great is that diminishes load on the servers. Now, can't they just add more servers? What's the big deal? It's not that easy. There's an enormous amount of load that these websites deal with on opening morning. A queuing system is a very reasonable approach for evening out the amount of traffic that hits a website all at one time. Now, if you didn't get the campsite you were after, I'm really sorry. That sucks, but I want you to try something for me. I want you to stay cool as a cucumber. Every year in March, around the third week, the media starts to cover campsite shortages. It's great for news providers because it's an easy story. Every year they do it. Recognize that this is manufactured to create clicks and to get people emotional. This is a really bad thing because once people are whipped into a frenzy, they book more than they need. They start acting irrationally. Remember that toilet paper thing 2 years ago? That happens with campsite bookings every year, and we don't need to be that way. I want you to look at this campsite thing and go, wait a second. There's a fair bit of space. There are a fair few options. I'm going to give you a few thoughts on ways to change your perspective on camping. Camping demand has been incredibly high during the pandemic. As we move out of the pandemic, people are going to be able to travel more internationally. This will slow the amount of demand for campsites. People are still going to want to camp, but we're certainly going to see it slow. In our little cursory look at web trends, interest in camping is already starting to wane a little bit online. Have you been to the gas pump lately? Yeah, it's not cheap, right? I've already talked to campers who are saying they're canceling their camping plans. One of our friends who was planning to go up from the States all the way through to Alaska said, yeah, at this price, there's just no way they can do it. So gas prices are also going to impact the amount of demand for camping. Now, beyond that, there are a whole bunch of other things you can do to increase your chances of getting a campsite. You can go to walk-in sites. It's kind of fun, actually. Consider going midweek. Midweek camping is much easier to get your hands on. Look at driving a little further. This province is filled with so many amazing places. Go another hour. You're bound to find some other stuff open up. As much as we love our provincial parks, they're not the only campgrounds out there. There are lots of private campgrounds, little mom and pop operations where you can go support a local business and try out something completely different. You know, it's funny, our friend Mark from over at Campground Views talks about this, that there is no campsite shortage. There's simply too much demand on a certain set of properties. If you start looking at all of the different private options you have for camping, a whole world of opportunities opens up for you. So go somewhere else. There are other options for you. A number of folks have reached out to me and the other Eric asking about Campnab and if Campnab will be able to continue to notify them of new campsite availabilities. The answer is yes. Eric Shelke is working on that right now. I believe he's releasing the update sometime later today. We might be fully integrated by the time this video goes live. It shouldn't be a problem scanning for cancellations. Now, if you have a scan running on Campnab, you'll probably need to sign in, go to your scans page, and just update your scans. Typically what happens with these changeovers is all of the parks get classified differently in the new booking system. If you do need to, you'll see a little note by the scan asking you to update that. Eric and I got into scanning for campsite availabilities totally by accident. He was just trying to help his wife out because she was hitting refresh on the BC Parks page all day long. And it turned into this thing where I get emails every day noting that we helped someone make use of a campsite that otherwise might have gone empty. That just makes us so damned happy. But our service doesn't work if you don't cancel. That's something I ask you to commit to. If you can't use that campsite reservation, please go cancel it. Someone else wants it. We would love to help other people get out and enjoy nature. We're really stoked about what BC Parks is doing. I think a lot of people are trying to make this experience as good for all of us here as they can. We really need to be grateful for that. If you want more tips on camping, or you want to know more about campsite reservations, or just even what we're up to, hit that subscribe button down below and I'll try to put another one of these out in not so long. Have a wonderful summer. I'll be back.